Have you ever had awful neighbors? Maybe they let their dog leave fresh benders on your front lawn or argued over the property line when you wanted to install that fence. Well, you've never lived next to Henry and his old lady.
Why don't you know that?
You come, sir.
You idiot.
Why are you screaming at me?
This was a viewer submission, and if I had to guess, you might appreciate your current neighbors just a little bit more after this one. Here we go.
It's a violation of our Fourth Amendment. This is not acceptable for you guys to be here. This is so unacceptable. You don't come in and seize people's property illegally. They don't have a search warrant signed by a judge. A magistrate's not a judge.
Y'all not come back to my property anymore. Y'all code enforcement. Y'all allowed to come on my property.
There's nobody in America who would look at our yard and say
that you need to come do this.
Property and
get off my property now.
You need to calm down, bud.
No, I can sell what I want on my property. You're supposed to be for us.
We can agitate,
where's my
yell,
search
scream,
warrant?
whatever. This is
Fourth
our
Amendment
house.
search and seizure. Where's it at?
You need to read the paper.
I don't know what that says.
You need to do your
can sign
job.
anything you
I have
want.
a Fourth Amendment.
Give me a judge's sign.
Y'all got work to do.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not on my property. I didn't have your permission. You're evading my fourth and seizure right.
Because we're defending
You're
our
arresting
property.
me. You do not have the right to be here. Y'all don't even have the right to be here. I don't care. I want everybody off my property. I'm tired of this. This is my home.
They're trying to seize our property.
Did a judge sign a search and seizure property? Get off now.
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, listen, guys, I'm going to kindly ask if you could just take turns speaking. That'd be lovely. I know when the meth hits, it's tough to keep the gums from flapping around, but I just can't afford another migraine before I go home to my wife. But don't worry, guys. I know that was a heavy first minute, but it gets worse.
Get out of here.
Get on my property.
Get out of here.
Get on my property. Back up. Get on my property. Back up. Get on my property. Don't touch me. Get on my property.
What do you think this is?
Where's the search? Where's the paperwork that y'all allowed to be on my property? Got by a judge. I don't care. Is this signed by a judge?
Henry, if you just knew how to shut your yapper for more than a microsecond, I would have given this to you over 2 minutes ago, but here's the paperwork.
Read it, Henry.
No,
it don't matter.
It's not signed by a judge.
What judge?
No.
Gave that a college
Do they have
class.
to sign?
Yes. Search and seizure. Yes, you do. This is
a paper
what you're doing is wrong. Fourth Amendment. You have a warrant to be on here. You have to have a warrant. You have to have a warrant by a judge.
It's truly a correlation as all this time. I mean, in some of these body cam videos we watch, it's almost like the more meth you smoke, the more of a legal expert you become. Henry could recite every amendment in 19 seconds while juggling 15 bananas. You know, I'm also fond of the approximately 4 seconds he spent trying to read the paper that he got given and just gave up and threw it away.
Read it, Henry.
It don't matter.
Don't ask for the paper and then not even try to read it, Henry.
Talk to people. We can't talk with you yelling.
You're a supervisor out here.
Okay, well, I need you to calm down. I need you to relax and talk to me like a man.
You know your job. You're a cop, right?
Okay.
Where's your search warrant?
Henry.
Where's your search and seizure warrant?
I've been nice to you as long as I've been.
I don't care about being nice. This is about being nice. This is about you're on my property. I don't want you. I'm a homeowner. I want them off my property. I did agree to a special magistrate. Both parties had to agree.
In my face. That's fine.
You know, I don't know the context leading up to this encounter. I don't think being a messy hoarder is a crime, or maybe it is. But just briefly watching their behavior, it would be no surprise if there's a reasonable reason for law enforcement or whoever else to be there. I'm sure we'll learn more as we go.
The way they've got the paperwork.
No, it's not. That's not one. You have to have a search or seizure my property. If you take anything off my property, you are stealing my stuff.
Okay, you don't have to yell at me. All right, I'm doing my job. All right, look.
No, you're not doing your job. Have them removed from my property.
I'm here to support them. I got called.
Support them? You're supposed to support me.
I'm trying to. According to this paper, they have the right.
Okay, there's a little snapshot. So owner appeared there. The boxes are checked. Accumulation of trash and debris and maintaining a nuisance are the following violations that exist on the property. All right, I guess those are. I guess you can get run up on for being a messy hoarder. Learn something new every day. How did A&E do it then? How did A&E make an entire show out of the hoarders? I guess they were just letting those ones go for the sake of entertainment. God, you hate to see it.
That is. What the f is that?
Why you?
That's not a search and seizure.
I've got my supervisor.
Get him here.
I am. I've called him on.
Without a search warrant, he don't have the right to be on my property.
Where's your search and seizure warrant? It's right here, Henry. Well, it's not signed by a judge. It's signed by a magistrate. That's not a judge. Henry, that's the same thing.
And the search warrant. I know my rights. You think I got this house and gave it to me? I worked my ass off.
I understand.
I'm not dummy.
I understand.
You're supposed to be my public servant. You're supposed to be for my safety.
This is a shameful thing
not
right
letting them
here.
come in here and take my stuff. They're stealing my things. Get off my property. property, man. Get off my property. I told you what.
Filing for a restraining order against land.
I'm on yes. I won't trust private. Get off my property. And get off my property.
We don't like you.
Get off my property.
Taking homes owned by people who pay for
I can't do that, Henry.
Yes, you
I don't
can.
understand. According to that paper, they have a right to be here.
According to that paper,
Get
a judge signed that. I will write you one too. Hold on, I'm gonna write you some paperwork. Here, go, give me a marker. I got you something.
I'm sick and tired of living my
sign
life
that, man. Get off my property. Get off my
Nice one, Henry. Got him. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't have the nicest curb appeal. I'll admit it. But it doesn't look that bad. Like, there's not bags of trash and rats scurrying around eating used condoms and shit. Maybe we're just not getting the best angles out of the body cam. I don't know. But either way, it feels like a good time to take a break from this cacophony of drug-fueled screaming over each other and recharge while we talk about today's video sponsor, ExpressVPN. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like raw dogging a swinger party in the 70s. Might seem fun, but you know you're catching something. It's no secret anymore that our online behavior is a product ripe for exploitation. You can't even pay a water bill without creating an account, which is why I use ExpressVPN to add an extra layer of protection around my data and make it harder for the tech overlords to exploit my actions for profit. ExpressVPN is an intuitive app that encrypts your network data and tunnels it through a secure VPN, helping you regain some anonymity and keep your data safe. Anytime I'm browsing the web or traveling and working remotely on unsecured networks, I simply connect to one of their hundreds of servers with the click of a button, and I'm no longer raw dogging the internet, which is just nasty in 2024. It also opens up the full Netflix library so you aren't geo-restricted based on your location. In the US, I can't watch The Office, but with a few clicks, I just connect to a UK server and I can go straight to Michael Scott Bingetown. Watching Netflix without ExpressVPN is like paying to go to an amusement park, but you're only allowed to ride the carousel. Give me all the rides, please. Fortunately, you can protect yourself right now and find out how to get 3 months for free by clicking the link in the description box below. That's expressvpn.com/LeonLush. So do yourself a favor and get some protection. It is wild out there, and ExpressVPN has you covered like a Jimmy hat. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you. And we're back.
No, you're not moving my truck.
Get off my property, bro.
You're not touching my truck or touching my truck.
I will move you myself. You're for my public safety. These guys don't have the right to come on my take nothing.
What you gonna do with the evidence?
Because he said that y'all need to say, there's nothing wrong with my yard. He don't need all this. I need to agree to that.
Loves what, the owner's girlfriend?
Y'all don't have a judge to sign anything to seizure my property.
Why do you keep talking about a search warrant, Henry?
You have to have that to
Search
take
your
property. Why don't you know that?
You're calm, sir.
You idiot.
Why are you screaming at me?
Because I can't believe what you're doing right now. I'm saying get these people off my yard. You know that. You are a law officer.
Okay, right. Talk to me.
I'm talking to you.
Listen, if I need educating, educate me, but...
Okay, I'm going to educate you.
Educate me.
You have to have a search and seizure form, 4th Amendment, for him to come on my property.
Boom! Henry the educator. Now we're talking, baby. You see, Henry, that's how you educate. With a little more meth, you could probably bang out a couple hundred educational YouTube videos in a week and make some extra money on the side to buy more random shit for your front yard, dude. Right? Just misplaced energy here, taking all this out on the cop. When you got educational bars like that, brother, you got to take that elsewhere. There's money to be made here.
I'm learning just like you, trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
So,
as far as I've been employed, or as long as I've been employed with the city.
Because people don't try them.
Listen.
They let them do that. Go, hell, I ain't doing it.
Henry, let us talk. Let's have a conversation.
Get off.
We have the option to take up arms against our property. Stand your ground.
Listen. They're doing you wrong. That's one thing.
Get away from the stuff. Get off the property, man.
Now.
Get off the property now. You're taking your property.
No, we cannot. You are not
That's called kidnapping.
You don't threaten us.
That's called kidnapping, bro. That's called kidnapping. Get off the property. Get off my property, bro.
This is live, mother.
Oh no.
Listen, Henry.
She fired up Facebook Live. Shit's about to get real now.
Go back to jail.
Get off our property.
You're on my property legally. Get him off my property. Now.
You're gonna kill
Get
another
off my property. Call the sheriff's department.
A little bit more of this. Get your supervisor beat, you know.
Get him off my property. Why do that now?
Henry, I can't do that.
Man,
hey, look, all I can do.
Why can't you?
Why don't you?
Why can't you get him off? Why can't you get him off my property? Do
They
that.
have they're the ones.
They have what? What do they have? Oh,
okay.
what piece of, what is this?
You want to chase people around for bench warrants? Do your job.
What is this?
Whoa, dude.
What is this? Because a piece of paper?
Have you read it?
man.
Read it.
I don't like. Yeah, Henry, it's a piece of paper, dude. What do you want? Like a plaque? You need like a little trophy made up by the magistrate with your name on it. It says pick up your damn shit, so we don't have to do it for you. It's a paper, bro. Of course it's a paper. Now they're backing a whole ass dump truck up to your house to dump your shit out.
You read it 100 times. This is bullshit.
You read it 100 times. You didn't even get past the first sentence, Henry.
I'm disturbed. No paperwork.
You're holding it in your hand, brother.
Go inside or go away. Our supervisor's here. They're coming.
Listen, I'm no legal expert, but at what point is the state just allowed to show up to your house with a dump truck and start throwing all your shit in it? Like, what have you done, Henry? Or should I say, what have you done, mystery lady with Henry that definitely does not also do meth and talk way too much? Disclaimer, any mention of meth use is strictly speculation and should not be taken as fact. What have you guys done to deserve this?
Who says by law they could be on my property? By law, what says they could be here? What law? What determines they can be here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Who said he could be here?
Why are you here?
Who says that?
No, they didn't.
Show me that.
Here's a good lesson, though, for Henry, right? You always think, oh, I own a house. I own a house. It's so great. I own my own home. I feel so good. Look at me. I own my home. Yeah, bitch, guess what? But you're always going to pay tax on that home. Even if you don't owe the bank any more money, you're always paying tax to the state. And guess what? If the state or the feds don't like what you're doing, they're just going to come and fucking take your shit or throw it out or whatever. You don't actually own shit. Sorry to tell you that, Henry, but that's the reality. And the state doesn't like shit being all over your lawn, so they're just going to come throw it out. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying I agree with it. It's just how it goes.
No, they didn't. The last time
This is not by a judge. It has to be signed by a judge.
The last time that we
What judge signed it?
Hey, look, if I was you, I would call code enforcement and talk to them about it.
I know. I'm calling law enforcement. Code enforcement. It says law-abiding citizen, not code-abiding citizen.
Right now, we're interfering with the city of Panama City and
No,
police.
You're my public servant.
than what you have to say right now.
You know what search and seizure warrant is, right?
Educator.
They had, before they can come and do anything, they had to do me paperwork signed by a judge. Search and seizure. It is the Constitution. It's federal. They are on my property without my permission. Taking my nobody agreed to this. They did not come with a search and seizure warrant.
Listen, we had a yard sale. We had permits for a yard sale.
I did everything illegal, like y'all said.
Our neighbors over there don't like us.
What? Come on. What is wrong with them? How could they not like you?
Well, believe it now, motherfucker.
Because he assaulted me last year.
Yo, take stuff that thing now, man.
Damages.
They didn't take my bro.
Take pictures.
They do not have a right to do that.
Take pictures.
It's irreparable. They can't go back and fix it.
There's no judge signed that. There's no difference in me writing something down. That goes to your house. And
Careful, don't make sure you don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Tell him to get off my property.
Don't touch him.
Tell him not to touch me. Tell him not to touch me. Tell him not to touch me.
He hasn't made any effort to touch you, Henry.
I'm in my property. That's called kidnapping.
Well, rejoice then, Henry, because you got a lawsuit on your hands now. First, a fake document that's not up to your standards, signed by a magistrate. And now kidnapping on your own property. Think of the settlement, Henry. You'll be able to buy like 15 secondhand toddler slides and a hammock full of used work boots to decorate the lawn with. Rejoice!
You go inside. You're upset.
I'm not going inside. Why y'all talking shit, bro?
You don't have a right to be here.
Supervisor, he's on his way. What's that? Our supervisor's on his way.
I can't read, motherfucker!
The one that Henry kept ripping up.
You got brains. You got
No, it doesn't matter. It's not signed by a judge. This is their. You can serve a warrant with somebody that's not signed by a judge if they accept it.
Okay, I don't. So a magistrate acts as a judge. Okay, judges take care of more serious cases, but when it comes to like domestic code violations, like all the bullshit that you don't want to send up to the higher courts because they just don't matter enough, they get signed by magistrates because they're not, but they still count. They do.
Who gave you permission to come do this?
Look, I don't think this is an issue with the Constitution.
It is civic. Don't invade my fourth. Exactly. Why the f are they here? Taking my
Read the paper.
the paper. Get it, just said. Man,
Amber, I need you to back up, please. I don't want you to get hurt. Please back up.
Call the sheriff.
Amber.
Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. Now.
All right, now I'm starting to see a little bit more of the trash. Get a little more trashy in there.
Take some bus.
All right.
A couple better angles.
No search and seizure warrant.
Calm down.
Oh, the supervisor's here.
Don't let him my Fourth Amendment. I want him off my property.
Calm down. My understanding is those paperwork that were served here the other
Not by
day.
judge.
Huh?
No, sir, not by judge, not legal. That is just a code enforcement. I want a law enforcement judge for such a seizure warrant right now. I'll get him off my property.
Give me 1 second. Let me see what paperwork they got. Let me talk to them. Hang out for a minute.
While they're killing my
Henry.
I'll give it to you.
I'll have to get another one. I only printed 2 and then torn them both up. So.
Oh, shit, right here.
Henry, give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second.
He's got it. That's fine. You can read it.
He's got it? Okay.
Yeah, that should be it.
All right.
So that says
Show me what you got.
Where's the judge signed off by that? Bullshit. That's toilet paper. I got one I can write to. There's no judge court order over that. Get the off my property. Get the off my property.
Henry, look.
I will.
Supervisor gets to the second page. He's like, well, Henry, fortunately it is signed by a magistrate.
You want me to talk to you like a grown adult?
Yeah, I'm talking to you like a grown adult.
Then walk to me out in the street and I'll talk to you like a grown adult. Come on. Come on.
You go stay right here.
Come on. Henry, come here.
Say it right here, right now. Video.
Mr. Supervisor, just so you know, you're on Facebook Live and my junk collecting hoarders are watching, and you might be in a little bit of trouble if you can't show me a signed plaque signed by the Supreme Court.
Rowan is not a judge, is he?
Denise Rowan
Is that a judge?
She's a special
That's a
magistrate.
special kangaroo court.
See that? Henry, just more education coming at you. Magistrates, that's kangaroo court. Magistrates don't work in real courts. Idiot. Check out my YouTube videos.
It's not a search and seizure warrant.
They don't seize my property. Get off.
They've told you numerous times.
I don't give a shit what they said. They're not doing it legally. That is not a order. That is garbage.
Look at our yard.
That is
Our yard.
garbage. That is nothing.
Are you done?
No judge signed that.
A magistrate signed it.
A judge did not sign that. It's a magistrate, a judge. Is that a judge?
Valid
No, it is not legal. You're lying to me.
We did not acknowledge that.
The special magistrate acts like a judge to help enforce local rules like property codes. The goal is to settle disputes or decide if someone broke a local law without having to go to a regular court.
Yep.
I'm not lying.
Courts are already backed up enough as it is.
You're making that up. You're lying.
A magistrate
No, it does not. It does not say that. This is a judge.
Henry the Hoarder not throwing out his trash feels like a magistrate issue, you know? Go up to the courts, you're dealing with murders and all the real stuff.
Man, you gotta go back to school, bro. You gotta go learn the law.
Okay.
I cannot believe you don't know the law. You do not know the American people that this is a court order.
Valid document.
Yeah, a valid document maybe for him, but not for me.
Yes, it is.
Before you come up, probably have
Yes.
is this a search and seizure warrant? It's not by a judge.
You know, you can only help but wonder, like, Henry might be able to make a case for himself if he wasn't at like a resting 165 heartbeats per minute, cooked out of his skull. Speculative, of course. If he was just like, hey man, what's going on? Like, yeah, I know we've gotten a couple violations. We're working on getting some of this stuff out of here. We're really, you know, struggling right now. We're trying to sell some stuff on the side. But instead you come out all hot method out of your skull. You're just not going to be able to make a case for yourself. I'm sorry. There's going to be a little bit less wiggle room there. But, you know, that's just the nature of how things go.
I don't know. Is this a search and seizure warrant?
Have you read it?
Search and seizure. I read it at that time. That's my
What does it say?
It doesn't matter what it says, Turner.
It's nothing.
I can't believe these officers aren't taking the threat of being on Facebook Live more seriously. We're going to shut down your whole department.
Get them off my property.
These are our things you're taking.
Get them off. They're stealing my things right here in front of you. You ain't doing a damn thing about it. Search and seizure, man.
Henry,
Uphold my conscience. Uphold the conscience. That is not valid.
And I have a right to stand my
Show me where it's Florida statute. They had to go by Florida state statute. This is them to say, we're going to come steal your stuff.
Screaming, stand my ground in the background. Like, bitch, they're not trying to take you off the property. They're just trying to get rid of your trash. Fuck, man. Honestly, if I have to pay to get rid of my trash. I cleaned out my garage recently. I had to pay a company to come pick that shit up. If I'd have known, I could have just left it out in the driveway until my neighbors got pissed and the fucking state would come take it for me. Are you shitting me? You should be thanking them.
I want you to get these animals off my property as a cop, as your duty to me as a citizen. Get these people off my property.
They're doing it.
Officer Turner, with all due respect, I'm asking you to do your job.
They're done.
To do your job. No, they're done now because I say they're done.
I'm trying to be as calm
No,
as I
I'm
can.
trying to be as calm as I can. You are
But if you don't step back and let these people do your job, you're going to have a bigger.
How about you step back on my property?
Cops
Let's
are coming
go
soon.
So
If
step
you
back.
no, I will not go anywhere. It has to be a search and seizure warrant signed by a judge.
Why?
It's y'all's law.
Why?
No, that's why.
Why?
That's why I'm trying to
Since
drive.
you know it's private,
I just
tell me
read your
why.
law. I'm going back your law.
Read it to me.
You can expand, but you can't restrict.
Explain it to me. Read it. Tell me. Why?
Fourth Amendment.
Why?
What's our Fourth Amendment? You're an officer. What's our Fourth? I've been
Why does it
You
have
don't
to
even
be
know
a
the Fourth
search and
Amendment.
seizure
Do you
warrant?
know the First Amendment? Do you know any amendment?
Explain it to me.
Do you know anything? Why are you wearing an Why are you wearing that badge?
Why does it have to
Why
be
are
a
you wearing
search
that
and
badge,
seizure
man?
warrant?
Because they are seizing my property when I'm asking them out to
Okay,
be
but
on it.
explain to
They're
me
not
how-
allowed to go on private property.
Explain to
Private
me how
properties
that's
are exempt.
applicable.
They're not even code inspectors. He's not even an inspector.
He's code enforcement.
He's
Yes,
code
he
enforcement, but
is.
he's not an inspector. Where's your inspector license? Can I see your inspection license? He don't have one because he's a dumbass.
Have you appealed this in court?
I don't have to. Right now, as of the law, I will. I'm getting there. That's later.
They
But
were
right now,
served, they were
I need to-
served the other day.
No,
Right?
I don't give a damn. He can serve me. He can serve me and serve me and serve me. That don't matter.
So
That's civil.
you've got
That
it.
makes that a civil matter. He serves me. That's civil. It's not me serving.
I mean, apparently the inspector is not a real inspector. The magistrate's not a real judge. The paper's not a real document. Just show him the real stuff. Just bring Henry the real stuff. And then he can start to take it seriously. Like, Henry's going to need the SWAT team to show up with a search and seizure signed by the president. Then we can talk. But until then, you need to get moving.
No, listen to me. They're taking my property and you're allowing it. Who did so fast? Lie this. Lie this.
It doesn't matter to me.
Exactly. You ain't investigating, are you? You're telling me to stand down on my property. You're not even investigating.
I'm telling you to go to court.
Hey, oh, I'm telling you to get these clowns off my property, bro. You don't even know the statutes. You don't even know the amendments.
Have you read the paper, Henry?
Read the paper.
I'm asking you. It's
I
your
wonder if
house,
they get in the
man.
car
That
soon.
paper's garbage.
I'm asking
That
you.
paper
It's
means
your
nothing.
house.
I want these people off my property, Officer Turner, now.
And I
And you
understand.
ain't doing
Once
shit
they're
about
done,
it. You know
once
what that's
they're
called?
done, they're
Because
gone.
nobody has the right to bear arms because when your own government turns into a militia.
Scrub a little bit here.
It don't happen. Where's a secret? Because code enforcement says it. They're code enforcement. They don't have the right to be the executioner and the juries and the
Henry.
That's right. Hey,
I
Turner,
hear you.
if I'm lying, look at the date.
They don't want to go about
Look at the
They don't even go about their own laws.
He's a second too.
Go about their law, man. Start this.
It might be better if you'll drive away.
Get these people off my property, man.
I'm just going to let them drive out of there absolutely zooted. What I guess at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, skedaddle. I don't know what the rules are. I imagine you're probably not supposed to drive high on meth. I'm sure that's probably frowned upon. But in this case, maybe it's just a personality thing. I could just be completely off the mark here.
Henry, grab the paper.
This is garbage.
Grab
Where's
the
your
paper, man.
supervisor? Where's your
Nothing on the
supervisor?
pavement, Mike.
Let's get your
Nothing
supervisor.
on the
I'm
fucking
it.
pavement.
Who's that?
That's the
Get the chief down here.
wrong code.
They brought these here, man.
They have legal
They
authority.
do not have legal authority.
Do you see
The
that at the
judge
side?
did not sign off.
They're on the pavement tucking our
You're not
stuff.
supposed to be on the
Get
pavement.
the f- off our
You don't even know the rules. Get them up. Go touch
Oh.
hands off of him.
Henry,
Go touch him. You're on the right to
I'm
touch
not
him.
going to do it again.
Get in the car.
You try me again, I will take you.
Shut your mouth.
Sit in the car.
Shut your mouth. Don't you tell me where I live.
Amber, you're about to go.
Hands off you.
I would sit down. Then go through the court.
Get the f- away from our things. And near the door, they're not
Sounds
allowed
like
to be on the pavement. Check
things
your
are starting
Turner.
to boil
Have you seen
over.
the notices? Have you read your paperwork?
I have.
Then quit interfering with them before you're in trouble.
I don't acknowledge that mother. That's a fake ass.
You got that badge to do the right thing, right?
Henry said the
Don't
child.
let him buy you like that. You better than that. Better than that.
He was happy. I talked to him yesterday and I told him I was coming here tomorrow today.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm off.
Amber,
Get the f- away from. I'm going inside my house, you fat.
She seems like a real whippersnapper, huh? A little firecracker. What a catch. But she knows how to make a romp around in those sheets, though, with an attitude like that. Lord almighty, Henry's really... I'd probably be smoking meth, too, if I was Henry.
Henry, listen to me. They need your truck moved, or else they're going to tow it.
I will show you the statue.
Henry, listen to me.
Who's above you? Who do you answer to?
They need the tow truck, so they're going to move it. Are you going to move the truck?
Who your supervisor is, please?
I will talk to you. Are you going to move the truck?
Just get the president on the line.
Move the truck. I'm trying to get you out of here and know it not in trouble.
Honestly, you probably could just be like, you know what, actually, Henry? All right, hold on. I'll get the president. Yeah, Mr. President. Yeah, Henry here. He wants to talk to you about the search and seizure. Here you go. He might bite. He might bite.
Can we move the truck?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'll get you off my yard.
Henry, I need you to move the truck, man. Amber, I need you to move it before they tow it.
You're out of your mind, Turner.
You're my property.
Why would I move my truck because you say so?
You're not doing it.
It's not because we say so, it's because they're saying.
No, they don't have a right to.
Listen.
No, you are smart.
Okay, so I'm more than willing to talk to you about that, but we have to move the vehicle, okay? If we don't move the vehicle, we're going to have to probably take y'all to jail for interfering with this.
We're not interfering. Y'all are.
Listen.
You can't restrict my Fourth Amendment.
Can I finish explaining? I'll ask you one time. Will you move the vehicle?
I have to call my dad and my lawyer.
Okay.
You're going to have to give me. Okay.
All right, come on. Let's go. Hop out of the car for me.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going.
That's fine.
Did you just touch me? Don't touch me, please.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Show the state statute. Come on, let's
show him the state statute. Okay, everything stops until you read these and you understand.
You haven't shown me anything.
50.
You keep spouting stuff off, but you haven't shown me anything.
It's called the Fourth
Has he been Googling amendment documents? I love it. What do you got, Henry?
Amendment.
Well, we'll start there, but hold on.
You're smart too, Turner. It's the 28th of September. This is the last time we heard from them.
Where's the rest of the document?
That's it. That's all we have.
That's it.
That is all they gave us.
You're missing some pages.
No, that's it.
Agreed. This is what they gave us.
That's not all what they gave.
There's
more pages.
You mean that document that Henry threw and stomped on and ripped and tossed into the air 37 times? There's no way that could be missing any pages. You're crazy. Stop it.
That's it. Do you see any other paper? Do you see anything anywhere else? Did they throw it away? I guess they threw it away.
So look, here's some more pages. Look at that.
I didn't get it.
You have 14 days effective from this order to remove accumulation of trash.
Who gives order?
Listen to me.
Who gives order?
Remove nuisances, remove abandoned, discarded items.
Okay, what's abandoned? There ain't no abandoned items.
Henry, they gave you a 2-week notice, bro.
Listen. This was issued, you're correct, as of September 28th.
September 28th.
Just listen. I'm sure they've given you more than one opportunity to get this done.
She did. She threw it out of court last time I was there.
They were out here talking to her last week about it.
I got cleaned up too. And you know what you're supposed to do?
Get down.
Can I move my
Get down. No.
No?
Move and let him tow it.
No, I'm not telling you to tow it. I'm going to go.
Oh, now you want to go. Oh.
I need to move it for him, Officer Turner.
Too late. You had a chance.
Put her in your
Oh,
car.
no, you had a chance, but you called him a fat fuck instead. And then told him not to tow. Oh, no, but now they're actually towing it, put you in cuffs. Now you want to move it? Now you want to move it, don't you? Oh, we waited a little bit too long, didn't you? You waited a little bit too long, didn't you? Oh, you hate to see it.
Let me go.
Come on, Amber. We're going to walk around.
Let go of me.
Amber.
Let go.
Amber. We're going to go sit in my car. Come on.
No, we're not. You're not towing
Amber.
my vehicle. Henry, they have me in handcuffs.
Show Officer Shaver 1015 on light female.
Show you
No.
state statute.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
State
Stop me.
statute. Right here.
What a
Right here, another
circus.
one. Can code enforcement this is y'all's for state statute. Code enforcement cannot do this. I'll show you a lot more. I got them all written down too.
23 Panama.
I wish the officer was just like, holy shit, guys, he found it. He found the clause in the 4th Amendment, Section 7, subsection B6. We all gotta get the fuck out of here. And Henry just sits there as like the light of God shines down from on heaven and fucking like some sort of like 90s metal song plays. As they're all taking off.
Henry wins.
One white female.
No, you're not detaining me.
We are detained right now.
No, I'm not. I want to get the off me.
Amber. I'm gonna hold on to you right now because.
Go off of me.
Amber.
Get off.
Amber.
Get the off of me.
Amber.
Get off of me.
If you rip one more time and hit me, you're gonna be charged with battery.
You hit me.
You're gonna be charged.
Get off.
Okay, come on. We're going over to my car. You will get your vehicle in a second.
No, I won't.
Come over here.
Me.
Amber.
I want to move my vehicle. I'll turn it.
Amber.
Read that. What's that say? What's that say? What's that say? Without it, what's it say? Come on, authorized state, local, federal. Look at this. Man.
Okay, thank you. Please have a seat.
I don't want to go in there.
Okay, well, you got to come in right now.
I'm detained in handcuffs.
The problem is, Amber,
I know what the problem is.
This is the problem. Okay, number one, this is the problem. If you hear, let me speak. The problem is we've been extremely nice trying to hear you out. You're not letting us talk. Okay, the reason why you have to come back here is because you were interfering and you're not letting us talk.
Rights.
That's what court's for.
No, we know that. They don't have a court order.
No, that's what you do afterwards. You can go after code enforcement.
No. Do you
right now, that piece of paper is a court order.
My truck needs to stay here.
Okay.
Listen, no.
Amber.
No, don't make me step in. I'm detained in handcuffs. It's fine.
Amber, step in.
Why do I not get a search? Why are you not doing the law correctly? Why do you not get a search?
Have you read the document?
Was he just making eye contact with the body cam? That was like jarring for a second. Peered into my soul very briefly, and it took me by surprise.
What does it say in its entirety? Explain to me what it says.
I don't care what it says because it don't.
Well, then you need to read the document.
He doesn't care what it says.
Because it don't pertain to me. I don't care what it says because it's not signed by a judge.
In the effect of this document, yes, a magistrate is the same as a judge. Yes. You were properly notified in September.
A year ago.
It said they gave you 14 days.
What is wrong with my yard? What is wrong with my yard? Nothing.
Okay.
What is wrong with where do you see debris? What debris do you see?
Look, it says if you fail to abide by...
Who says that though? Who's put that order in? Who's saying if I fail by...
How many times do I need to repeat this?
Repeat it again for me.
Okay.
I want everybody.
The magistrate...
Local government.
Sign this document.
Local government code enforcement.
All right, Henry. Since you're not going to listen, I'm done trying to explain it to you. Okay.
And I'm
not interfering. I'm standing my ground.
Okay, that's interfering right now.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Right now, can I have you please take a seat?
No, I'm not sitting there.
Okay.
You have no right to command my where I sit. I'm sick too.
Well, right now, I'm going to stand here and hold you. And
Let go.
No.
Yes, be goddamn grown. Watch.
What did you just tell Gay?
What?
What did you say was... No, what did you say that was funny?
That ran him.
So why would I let go?
What am I going to do? Run where? In handcuffs? I have a dislocated shoulder.
Whoa.
It has never
Whippersnapper.
It has happened before.
Well, have some trust. I'm not a criminal.
People ran with handcuffs on. So.
I can't sit in here trying to...
Slide all the way in.
Why?
Because I told you to. Slide in.
Why? What have I done wrong?
Slide in the car.
I want my truck. What?
I am curious, like the state-to-state laws around this kind of thing, because it does seem, I mean, you know, you hear about stand your ground laws, obviously, in states that are very gun heavy, where it's like, oh, if the government comes and tries to take anything out of my home or my house, it's like, oh, you'll be met with a shotgun. And, you know, part of me doesn't love this idea of just the state coming and taking your shit, right? Even if you're a disaster and a mess and a hoarder or whatever the fuck. But it's, you know, but on the flip side of that, it's like, I'm sure they were given ample warning, and it probably is not that hard to comply with. I don't know the details, but it's like, they don't seem like, you know, they just seem like the type to always be a fucking problem.
Thank you.
Right.
Slide in.
Amber, slide in. Come on, slide in.
Slide in.
No, watch it, please. Stop yanking me. You dare.
Seem like the crying
Charge her with disorderly conduct.
Just be disorderly, not obstruction.
I'll double check. I'll let you know, but for right now, do disorderly.
Okay.
Take her on.
They can't take all that.
Now listen, I understand.
But now, let me finish.
Okay.
And he says, I don't have a search and seizure for which we know on the Fourth Amendment. You have to have that before you enter your property. That's why you can't come on my property. Register.
I would be mad. I'd be pissed. But the context is totally different, right? So you're saying
you're trying to make the law to work.
No, listen.
That's what that sounds like.
The law works in thousands of ways, dude. They're not. Nobody. This is not the first time they've been.
I don't matter because they did it illegally every time. They did. Y'all let these guys come legally.
If it was illegal, listen. If it was illegal, the magistrate would have never signed it.
Yeah, because they let people get away with it. Nobody challenged them.
Then challenge them.
I'm telling them right now on my property.
No, that's the thing.
But y'all just want to arrest me.
No, I don't.
But why do they want to arrest her? Why? Because we were trying to steal her house when they're doing things.
Because we asked her to move her truck. They asked her to move her truck.
They don't have the right to take her truck off. They're taking her truck off her property.
They do while they're performing their duties.
Like just arguing in perpetuity with this dude.
From the road, they're taking the debris back from my backyard.
Yeah, they're really cleaning that place up.
No, Henry. She's saying that it wasn't double lock. I want to confirm that it was.
Henry, look, man. Listen.
This is wrong. What they're doing is wrong. Look,
they may not take her to jail, all right? But listen, Henry, we've had this conversation.
This guy just has been so nice the whole video. He's like, you know, it's just like, just takes no joy in doing this to Henry. but just has to do this. Just has to do his job, and maybe empathizes a little bit with the situation. Who knows? No one wants to cause this problem, but you know what? There are civic duties that you must uphold to be part of certain communities. And I don't know what the situation is in this one, but clearly they're not pulling their weight.
What's right is right, right?
Listen, if you feel that you're getting done wrong, all right.
All right.
Face that way. Face that way. Let me see it.
Yeah, you are. You want to put your hands on me. I don't want to be sorry. You're nasty. You're a nasty person.
They're double locked. Double locked, Amber. They're not going to squeeze down on you.
Hey,
I'm leaving.
It's obstruction, not if you need help with the complaint, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Jason dirty cop.
Hey, make sure you put in your complaint that she physically stood in the way of the wrecker while they were trying to hook up, causing an obstructing the civil code enforcement officer for completing their job of cleaning up the property. Okay. All right.
Where'd Henry go? Is he in the backyard?
That's going to be a fun ride down to the station,
Henry,
I bet.
I don't want it
Whoever's
to end
driving
up like
her.
that for you today. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I've tried to have civil discussions with you, man.
Y'all not being civil. Y'all not doing your job. They're not holding up the floor.
Listen, I've explained it to you.
I've explained to y'all. That's unconstitutional.
Listen, we're having a disagreement on that part, okay? I just don't want you to get in any more trouble today.
I'm done talking with the messenger. Y'all, that's ridiculous. Y'all being ridiculous. Y'all being ridiculous.
It'll be okay. If he continues on, he can go too, but I'm trying to cut at least one of them a break. But she physically got in the way of the wrecker as it was trying to hook up to her pickup, so we're not going to do that. He's been in jail, so she had kind of chilled out, but now that he's back, I'm sure
Yeah, getting
back to their old ways.
Another angle of that trash in the backyard there.
Kind of chilled out.
Again, I don't know the rules in this. I know that like when you have a property like this, or you're a hoarder and you just have junk and trash and shit everywhere, like beyond it just being unsightly and shitty for the community or whatever, it's a safety hazard from what I understand, because obviously the risk of fire and the fact that if there was a fire, it would probably go way beyond what a normal fire would, because there's so much shit around ready to catch on.
But now that he's back, I'm sure they're both back to their old ways. So yeah, that's where we're at. Has this been sold, or the city bought it? Or?
This is their house.
It's still theirs? Well, I was just wondering because of the...
No, that's a yard sale.
Oh, a yard sale? Okay. You thought you were going to get away from this, Lance. You can never get away from this.
I was waiting for this now. This is the third time we've been through, and it's the same argument each time. Usually they give up by now.
Right. So. I don't want to take him to jail, but I will. Do you see how calm he is now?
Third time they've been through this? You telling me they've had to back the dump truck up 3 times to clean the shit out? Or is he talking like maybe this was the final straw third time? I don't know. Clearly they're an issue.
Telling one's okay, but the two, one starts up and then calms down.
They just feed off each other.
In an ironic twist, the suspect's first hearing on her new criminal charge was not before a judge, but instead in front of a Florida state magistrate. As a reminder, the 2 individuals presented in this video are not lawyers, and you should definitely not get your legal advice from them. Amber was charged with obstructing without violence. She is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Guys, the moral of the story here is just throw away your trash and find yourself a baddie like Henry's broad, because you know it goes down when she is around. I mean, she is... Or if you need any information about the 4th Amendment or like search and seizures or like judges and signed documents, stuff like that, I'm sure Henry would be happy to give you some insight. Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for your submissions. And as always, I appreciate you being here, and make sure you hip thrust that motherfucking like button before you go. I'll see you soon. Peace.